Good afternoon. This is Matt Magnotta with ParkCityRealEstate.com, and I am going to do a deep analysis into the ski terrain at Mayflower Mountain Resort. If you don't know, Mayflower Mountain Resort is the newest ski resort in North America since 1983. It is located adjacent to the eastern border of Deer Valley Ski Resort, which we can see here on the map. And we can see most of Deer Valley on the right-hand side. If you can follow my cursor, Park City's Main Street is in the center right of this map. The Jordanelle Reservoir is at the bottom of the map, and Heber City is to the left. So we are looking to the west at this parcel. In the center bottom part of the screen is the Mayflower Village. It is expected that this ski terrain will be all part of Deer Valley, and that announcement should happen in 2023. Ski lifts will be going in this year, and the first phase of skiing will not be skiable this next winter, but the following. So we have about a year and a half before you'll be able to ski over here. The amount of ski terrain that Mayflower has is pretty staggering. It's about twice the size of Deer Valley, so it essentially can triple the size of Deer Valley as we know it. And there is real estate development at the base of Mayflower. There are ski and ski out home site options available currently. There is a wellness community with townhome product and single family home product, and there is a condo hotel that is being built as we speak. So a lot of people have been asking us, how good is the skiing going to be? And some people have articulated concerns with the skiing. So I'm here today to give my humble opinion on the ski terrain. I am a backcountry skier. I've skied Deer Valley a lot. I have done a lot of backcountry skiing in and around this terrain, so I have a pretty good sense for it. But the main elements we are going to look at are: what direction do the ski runs face? North-facing ski runs tend to be the best. They hold the snow and the snow quality the best. What elevation will the ski terrain be at? The lower it is, of course, the warmer it will be. And how steep is it? Is there a variety of terrain, or is it mostly for one ability type? So I'm going to go through that. I'm going to use a program called FatMap. FatMap is pretty spectacular mapping tool that I use for backcountry skiing and for hiking. You can download that in various places, but it will allow us to highlight some of these things. So to start, we are going to just give you a little bit of perspective. Again, Park City on the right. Main Deer Valley is located over on this side, as we can see. And the main portion of the Mayflower ski terrain is really all this untouched area surrounding Deer Valley. So if I had a drawing tool, which I think I have, we would essentially be starting here, working our way to here, up to here, and that is essentially the Mayflower ski terrain. Okay, let me clear that. If I can figure out how to do that. Let us zoom back in, and I'm going to take us to summer. Okay, so this is the terrain we're going to be analyzing. One of the tools I'm going to be using is, we're going to start with elevation. So if I click on this, this gives us a sense for the elevation. Bald Mountain, which is currently in Deer Valley, and one of its highest points is 9,300 feet above sea level. If we get down to the Mayflower Village, we are going to be down in the 6,500 foot level, and that is indicative of the coloring that you'll see. So significant drop. I mean, almost 3,000 feet from top to bottom, about 2,700 feet. That is going to make it more challenging for snow to stick on the lower levels by the village that they are building. Of course, they will mitigate that with snowmaking. I would just state that you're not going to be doing a lot of off-piste skiing in that location, in my opinion. It'll be mostly groomers, groom ski terrain back to the village. As you gain elevation, there will be some great off-piste skiing, I believe, in this upper elevation. So, but that will be one thing that they will need to deal with. Next is steepness. So I'm going to click over here, and if you look up at the top, green will be really a green ski run, a beginner ski run. Really 10 to 20 degrees in steepness is about a green run. Once we get to 25 to about 30, which is intermediate ski terrain pitch, and then once you get into that 35 to 45 degree terrain, you're really going to be into black to double black ski terrain. Snow doesn't stick very well once you get up to 50 degrees, and we don't have much of that in this area. So let's take a moment. What do we see? We see mostly green shading down at the bottom, so it's tamer for families. I think that's a good thing around the village. It'd be easy for those families to learn to ski down there and stay close to their homes. Most of this is dominated by yellow terrain, so I would say mostly blues to easier blacks, if you will. I would say that's most of this terrain, especially down by the highway and below Bald Mountain. If we come back to the south of Bald Mountain, we definitely see some steeper canyons. To give you a sense for vertical drop, you can compare, ridge line to valley here compared to, let's say, Bald Mountain if you've skied it from top to bottom. So definitely shorter drops, but some steeper ones. And then you see it creeping into some red terrain, red shaded terrain. So that's definitely steeper terrain in there. And to look at this without, you can see also the steepness to it. Lastly, we're going to take a look at what we call aspect. Aspect is what direction is the slope facing. If you look at the legend up above, you have the north facing is blue, south facing is red. In ski country, north is the preferred direction. That holds the snow the best. It doesn't get warm and hot in the morning and then freeze over in the afternoon, causing ice. So if we look at most of Deer Valley as it is today, is really darker blues. So really north and westerly facing, which is one of the reasons Deer Valley has such great snow quality. We come back to Mayflower. What do we see? We definitely see a mix. It's really 50-50 between north facing and south facing. So I think where you see the blue, which is down by the village, and to the slope to the left of the village, if you will, should be great snow quality. If my sense is they will add a lot of ski runs down through the north-facing sections to get people back to the village on much better snow quality. But a lot of this terrain isn't going to be highly usable in warmer months, early season, late season. If we have underperforming years for snow, this year it is covered in snow, so it's fine. But in future years it could be worse. And then once we get up into their steeper terrain, same characteristic. So, you know, feels like they are adding a lot of acreage, but half of it will probably be highly usable, or the other half a little bit less usable due to the direction it faces. And it's worth noting on the white terrain as well. That's easterly facing. So I would say both eastern white and the red, it's going to have challenges with the snow. In the morning, as the sun rises, it will warm up the south and east facing slopes. They will start to get moist during the day, and then as the sun drops behind the mountains in the afternoon, those will ice over. So you'll want to stick to that blue terrain on the way down. I think that's it. I don't want to bore anyone with how I speak, but if you have any questions, our team is here to help, not only with real estate questions, but call us for skiing questions, mountain bike questions. We are passionate recreationalists up here, and we love to help in any way we can. Until next time, please visit parkcityrealestate.com, and we hope to see you in the mountains soon.